In this video we are going to analyze third game between Moksh versus me, and this was third round, morning round, which started at I think 9 a.m. in the morning, so it was too early for me. And I was black. I was expecting nothing. In fact, if if uh, if I made a draw, then I would be happy. But I won the game, and in fact, the white player is my good friend. He decided to play this tournament, and that's why I decided to book my flight tickets also. So yeah, let's start. So he played e4. In almost all of the recent games he played d4, so I wasn't expecting that he will play e4 against me. But I think because I play perk and some offbeat line, he decided just to out prepare me with e4. So e4 d6. I just decided to went with this d6 variation. d4 g6, knight c3 c6, and then f4. So the thing is, uh, why I played such line is, I mean, I can go bishop g7 and knight f6. I just wanted to go into very offbeat line and unusual setup. So that was my core idea. So c6, and he played f4. Here bishop e3 is the main move, and I think probably the best move. The problem with f4 is now d5, e5, and black can play h5. The idea is knight h6, e6, and then bishop b4. The position is equalish, and black also gets some chances. But I missed d5 move. I immediately played bishop g7. He played knight f3. Everything looks good for white, and in fact, white can play anything and still be better. So queen b6. The idea is to play bishop into d4. Here he played a4 move, but castle is absolutely fine because bishop d4, knight d4, queen d4, king h1. And now the main theme of this perk defense is to keep this bishop on g7 and then play some normal moves, and suddenly this bishop gets activated, and black gets good position. So that's the plan. So generally black don't exchange the dark square bishop. So a4. Okay, so castle is also fine move. He played a4. I played b4. Then a5, queen c7, knight e2, and then I played c5. I'm not sure about c5 move, although c5 looks good. But here I was also planning to play d5. If e takes d5, then c takes d5. E takes d5 is always bad because then I get control on e4 square. I can also play knight f6. Something like knight f6 also works in some cases where you can just sacrifice a pawn, play castle, bb on rook d8, and black gets good compensation for one pawn. But after d5, e5, and then knight h6, or maybe e6. So e6, knight is on c5, then knight d7. Maybe it was a good idea to play this, but I don't know why I haven't played. So d5 is one of the options. I played c5, then he played c3, b takes c3, b takes c3, and now here I was basically out of moves. I thought for a longer time, and then something like bishop g4 doesn't make any sense because castle, and you can't even take because of rook takes f3. This d4 pawn is also protected. So b takes c3. If I decided to play something like knight f6, e5, knight d5, and then bishop e4, now this I can't move my knight because rook is hanging, and if e6, then c4, and I'm losing a piece. So I think because of e5, I was a bit afraid to play knight f6, so I decided to go e6, knight e7, castle, and then something like d5, c4 was my initial idea. He played a castle. Instead of castle, there is very good move f5, and white is directly better because look at white's pieces. All of this knight, bishop, two bishops, queen, and after castle even this rook. All of these pieces are directly attacking towards my king, and it looks very terrible for like my position looks very terrible. So I played e6, castle, knight e7. He missed f5. Here he played e5. If I play something like d5, then f6 square becomes permanently weak. He can play g4 and g3 f5, and position is just good. I decided to play short castle and sacrifice a pawn. He took e takes d6, queen takes d6, and bishop a3. Now white is getting a pawn by force. So I played queen c7, bishop to c5. I think instead of queen c7 there is knight d7, but then bishop e4, and you can take a pawn. I again can't play knight d5 because of c4. So there was some complication after knight d7. So I played queen c7, bishop into c5, rook d8. Although white is clearly pawn up, I have some very slight hopes here to play knight c6, b7, rook c8, bishop 8, and maybe my bishop is a bit stronger. But obviously position is much better for white, and only white is trying to play the game. But that's the beauty of Perk defense, where black just play very cramped and congested position, and suddenly black gets one chance, and if black manages to find a good continuation, then black even gets winning position. So we'll see that. So knight d5, the threat was to play knight e3. He played queen c1, bishop a6, and now c4, knight f6. I was just moving my pieces here and there. The next threat is knight c6, and I can put pressure on d4. Queen a3, knight c6, rook d1, rook b8. Obviously I was not expecting anything, and I was really trying to just put little bit pressure on d4 and e5, and of course c4. My idea was somehow to get knight d7, rook c8, maybe bishop f8, and exchange one piece. And once I exchange 2-3 pieces, then this d4 and c4 pawn will become weakness. And if I grab one pawn, then position will be equal. But he made a huge mistake with queen a4. You can also pause the video and try to find why it's a mistake, because it's very difficult to understand. The reason is knight into e5. D into e5 is obviously not good because of queen into c5. So he took f into e5 and then knight g4. And the point is, now I can take knight into e5 or bishop into e5, and he can't take d takes e5 because of queen takes c5, and there will be smothered checkmate. So basically queen a3 is forced. If he try to move the bishop to a3, I can even play bishop into e5, d into e5, queen into e5, and which leads to the very dangerous position. That's one thing. And also, if simply I can play bishop h6 and bishop e3 check, then bishop b7, and all of these minor pieces are clearly dominating. I can try to bring my queen through d8 h4 or e7 h4 in after some moves. So he played queen a3, which was practically forced. Now bishop into e5. Bishop into e5 just a bluff, because I had very less time, and I decided to go bishop into e5, and it was like, let's play bishop into e5 and we'll see what will happen. So bishop into e5, he played g3, which is mistake, but d takes e5 is a good move. Although for humans, I mean, engine is showing h3, which is kind of impossible for humans to find out. If queen h2, king f1, queen h1, and I think knight g1, and white is just piece up according to engine. But it's very risky to play such moves, because there is always something like rook d3, and you have to analyze all these variations. But the move here is rook b3, very interesting move. Now if queen moves anywhere, then queen into c5. So queen into b3 is practically forced, and then queen into c5. King h1 is forced, knight f2, king h2, queen e5. Everything is forced. Now g3, rook takes d3, rook takes d3, knight takes d3, rook a2, and queen e4. If queen d3, then queen a1 is hanging. So rook a2, queen e4, and even this position is practically much better for black. I would prefer definitely playing from black side, because there is bb7, there is always some checkmate threats, there is knight e1, knight f3, a lot of different ideas for black. But he played g3, which is a huge error, because I can play I played queen c6, and the next move is bishop b7. So something like this will lead to bishop b7, and it's a checkmate. In next couple of moves, so he played bishop c2, now bishop b7, now d5 is kind of forced, e takes d5. Now this rook is hanging. How many pawns are there? 1 2 3 4 5. So I am one pawn up. All of my pieces are very strongly placed. So bishop a4, queen e6, knight f4. I took bishop into f4, g takes f4, and now again d4 is a strong move, where my threat is queen e4 and queen g2, queen h1. So it's kind of impossible to stop everything. I played queen e4. We were okay. I'm not sure about his how much time he had left on the clock, but I was playing on minutes, 1 or 2 minutes. So I just played queen e4, and I thought, okay, let's see what will happen, because I can repeat any time, and I can because after 40 moves I will get 30 extra minutes, so I can repeat any time, and I can add 4 or 5 extra moves just by repeating. So queen g4, queen h1, king f2, queen h2, king f1. But here I thought for 1 or 2 minutes, and I found bishop c8, a very nice move to give bishop h3 check, and then rook e8 is just a checkmate. So he played queen e2, although this position is clearly losing, but queen e2 is just blunder. Now bishop h3 check, king e1 is forced, queen g3. If king d2, then queen c3 checkmate. And if queen f2, which he played in the game, I can just play rook e8. I played rook e8 check, and he resigned, because if bishop into e8, rook into e8, if king d2, and then I can just play queen c3, and this is a checkmate, or even I can take queen into f2. Just key takeaway is, if you prepare perk or some very fianchetto type positions line, so let's say modern perk or maybe first knight c6 and g6, then just remember that white always gets a slight better position from opening, and you just have to keep hope that you will get some position, better position after some moves if white makes a mistake. But there is also high probability that white will make some mistake, like in this game. So yeah, again, if you watched the video until this point, please do subscribe, like, and share this video. See you in next video. We have around 5 videos left, so see you guys.